Hello everyone, I welcome you to my class. Today we will discuss the rest part of preventive maintenance where we will focus on record keeping of preventive maintenance guidelines. What are the guidelines that are been used that is there for preventive maintenance and difference between preventive maintenance and breakdown maintenance. So after that, after completing preventive maintenance, we will cover scheduled maintenance and predictive maintenance. However, let us start with record keeping of preventive maintenance. Record keeping of preventive maintenance is necessary because in the previous class I have explained from record keeping you can determine cost of the maintenance, time that is taken by the maintenance, what are the major or critical parts that are there in the equipment, then how much manpower you need for the maintenance, then what amount of spare you need for the maintenance, and what are the spares you need for the maintenance. Everything from record keeping you will get, so that whether those persons leave the industry, the further the manpower those who will come, they can follow or they can refer the maintenance record and can determine what type of maintenance does the equipment need. So record keeping is very important in the case of preventive maintenance. So record keeping is necessary because of the following reasons, and these points are the points that are been written in the notes are quite self-explanatory. Where when the budgeting is budgeting for major overhauling, when you will do major overhauling, in that you can do a budget for preventive maintenance if you have record. When budgeting for general maintenance cost, record keeping is necessary. From record, you can determine the general maintenance cost. For finding out equipment reliability, you can determine equipment reliability from record keeping. Determine the frequency of inspection, that is again inspection schedule, those are also a part of record keeping. So from the record you can determine the frequency of inspection. It also helps for preparation of maintenance schedule, modification of maintenance schedule. Suppose you have added 10 machines, new machines, so you can easily modify maintenance schedule. And suppose you have observed that your machines are quite old and it needs more inspection. So you can modify the maintenance schedule as per that. For predicting equipment life also, record keeping is necessary. For designing maintenance cost and control system for equipment replacement analysis. From record, you can refer this part for the part that has been replaced how many times throughout the life of the machine, or you can check the last replacement on which date you have done the replacement. Everything you can check from record keeping if you have proper record keeping. For carrying out reduction studies, means value analysis, or you can provide the accurate value of depreciation to your equipment. By record keeping, you can perform all these steps. And as I said, the points are quite self-explanatory. They explain themselves very well. So then, after record keeping, these are the necessary things due to which we are doing record keeping. After record keeping, how you will do record keeping? So these are the guidelines for record keeping in preventive maintenance. We will always try to minimize the number of forms and entry. We will minimize the number of forms and entry so that record keeping becomes easier and checking the records becomes easier. Integrate the PM system with other maintenance paperwork system in order to reduce the administrative cost. So we can integrate our preventive maintenance system with other maintenance paperwork. So we can do all the maintenance paperwork all together so that it will reduce administrative cost. Accounts for cost of all primary preventive maintenance inspection activities in order to show the exact cost and how far the PM program is justified. For record keeping, this is the most important guideline, accounts for cost of all primary PM inspection, PM means preventive maintenance inspection activities in order to show that what exact costs are and how far the PM or your preventive maintenance program is justified. The preventive maintenance program is justified or not, you need to show that in your record by mentioning all the costs that are involved in your preventive maintenance. Even you will never miss a cost of a bolt also. You need to mention everything in the preventive maintenance program or record keeping. Arrange for periodic control report weekly or monthly to check the preventive maintenance performance. Suppose you are not doing record keeping in a properly manner. You have done record keeping, but you are not generating a periodic control report. What will happen? You have costed, or you might have cost more than the required cost, more than the replacement cost of a machine. In preventive maintenance, you have costed that thing to the company. But if you are doing a periodic control chart, you will always get a comparison between your breakdown maintenance and preventive maintenance. You will always get a comparison because you always have the price of complete equipment and you have the price of your preventive maintenance. Every maintenance work you do, you need to calculate how much cost it is going to cost you. So with this, these are the major guidelines for record keeping or preventive maintenance. Records should show. What records should show? These are the major guidelines. After that, in your guideline, in your record, what things should be there? We will focus on that. These are also guidelines. The types of equipment and its description. You need to describe everything about the equipment, where its size, capacity, its power requirements, its part specification, everything you need to describe, because whenever a personnel watches that thing, watches the description, he will get a complete idea about the machine. Whether it is a key item or not, you need to mention that thing. Name of the manufacturer, the company which have supplied the manufactured the machine, that should be there. Cost and data purchase of the equipment. Cost and data purchase of the equipment should be there in the record. Location of the equipment in the factory. At what point the equipment is there, or you can say what is the exact location of the equipment in the factory. Equipment identification, by it is the example, that is the chassis number. So every equipment has a unique identification number. You need to write that also. Inspection of job specification reference number. When you have performed inspection, you need to write the job specification reference number. Estimated cost of inspection and cost of data plant repairs. Suppose you are planning a preventive maintenance, you need to estimate a cost of inspection and a cost of data plant repair. So what repair you are going to perform, what cost it is going to cost you. Breakdowns, if there is a breakdown, their dates and reasons, and costs of breakdown and other associated costs. Suppose the machine has not undergone breakdown, but in that case, you always need to maintain a chart between your breakdown maintenance and preventive maintenance. Suppose you are performing preventive maintenance, what cost it will cost, and if you are performing breakdown maintenance, what total cost it will cost. So we will get a complete comparison between preventive maintenance cost and breakdown maintenance cost, so that decision making gets easier and maintenance quality the quality of maintenance you are providing gets better. So after this, these are the guidelines and necessity of the record keeping. After that, your preventive maintenance is completed. We have covered what is preventive maintenance, what are the steps of preventive maintenance, what are the objectives of preventive maintenance, advantages of preventive maintenance, how record keeping it is important to preventive maintenance, and what are the guidelines for record keeping in preventive maintenance. After covering all these things, now we will compare what is breakdown difference, what are the difference between your preventive maintenance and breakdown maintenance. Right now we will compare those things because this will give you a better idea, a whole idea about the two types of maintenance which is most commonly performed in the industry. So what is preventive maintenance and what is breakdown maintenance? Preventive maintenance improves the lifespan of the asset. In most of the cases, it always improves the lifespan of the asset. I can say in 99% cases. Due to this breakdown maintenance, lifespan of the asset reduces. Always this due to breakdown, its lifespan of the asset always reduces. It requires plan and execution. Preventive maintenance requires plan and execution. Breakdown maintenance, it never requires a plan. During you come to know when a machine undergoes breakdown. At that point of time, you need to attend it. That's it. Preventive maintenance improves the production quality. It directly affects the production quality. Breakdown maintenance, you cannot say about production because sometimes if your machine is working properly, your production quality is good. When your machine is not working properly, your production quality is not good. So that is your production quality is irregular in case of breakdown maintenance. We cannot define that thing. Preventive maintenance, its initial costs of preventive maintenance is expensive, but as your machine life gets longer, your production quality gets better, your machines always remain in working condition, that always pays you in long run. But in case of breakdown maintenance, it is generally, I can say most of the time, breakdown maintenance is more costly than preventive maintenance. In case of preventive maintenance, as it is planned, you will never face a loss in production time. But breakdown maintenance always happen in uncertain time, and it will definitely it will lose time and material. How time? You will definitely have a production loss time, and material means suppose some materials are there in the setup or in the circuit, your machine undergoes breakdown. The material that is linked with the machine or that is there in the circuit, there is a chance that gets damaged or that gets ruined, so that it will not be used further. These are the disadvantages. Again, I can say a disadvantage of breakdown maintenance. Preventive maintenance, it is always preferred and it focuses on enhancement of safety. Preventive maintenance always required because of it enhances the machine safety, so that the manpower that are working nearby the machines, they feel safe and they are safe actually. Breakdown, in case of breakdown maintenance, there is always a chance of accident because you never know when your machine going to break down, and you never know how your machine is going to break down. So we cannot say whether when or when there will be accident. So as when you all will become a preventive maintenance engineer, so try to focus, try to perform a preventive maintenance as compared to breakdown maintenance, because it is most commonly performed maintenance, that is your preventive maintenance. So nowadays, other different types of maintenance, that is predictive maintenance, is getting popular. We'll later or few minutes later we will explain that. Before after that, we will focus on scheduled maintenance. What is that scheduled maintenance? Actually, scheduled maintenance never deals with major job, or I can say major problem. It always uh, I can say a small amount of time, dedicated time is given to the maintenance department in order to perform a maintenance that can be every day, or that can you can take a period in a time period, certain specific time period. They provide a small amount of dedicated time to maintenance department to perform the scheduled maintenance. And the scheduled maintenance, as its name suggests, it is already been scheduled. Scheduled maintenance is a stitch in time procedure and aimed at avoiding breakdowns. It can be a part of preventive maintenance, but not it is not a complete part of preventive maintenance, as we are not focusing on major maintenance in the case of scheduled maintenance. Breakdown can be dangerous to life. As far as possible, it should be minimized. Scheduled maintenance practices incorporates inspection, means these things are incorporated in it into it. Lubrication, repairs, these are small repairs, small overhauling of certain equipment, which if neglected can result in breakdown. Mostly scheduled maintenance focuses on these two things. That is the most important thing: inspection and lubrication. We can schedule those things even before a year. That is inspection and lubrication. We can schedule this thing of, with even before a year. But preventive maintenance cannot be scheduled like that. It is planned. It is not scheduled. It is planned. Repaired and over overhauling of certain equipments, which, if neglected, results in breakdown. That means they are the key equipments. Inspection, lubrication, servicing, etc. of the equipment are included in predetermined schedule. That means a predetermined schedule that can be produced monthly, that can be produced in a 15 days manner, that can be produced weekly, that can be produced quarter. So every schedule that can be produced, that varies from industry, that varies from department. In scheduled maintenance practice, generally followed for overhauling of the machines, cleaning of water tanks, whitewashing of the building. These are the scheduled part of maintenance, which I said that can even scheduled even after a year. We can schedule that thing for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years. We can schedule scheduled maintenance, which will be followed later on. So it is not that big part of maintenance, but it is a most important part of maintenance where we focus on inspection, lubrication in case of industry, and small minor repairs. That is like changing of nut and bolts, changing of small rollers. That is which may take 5 to 10 minutes or even 15 minutes. That is a scheduled maintenance, which can be easily spared by production department when it is necessary, or when as per the schedule they can spare that time. So these are the few things which we need to focus. Then, which is the I can say a new part of maintenance, which is right now industries are using, that is predictive maintenance. So there is quite similarity between preventive maintenance and predictive maintenance. In preventive maintenance, you can determine what maintenance you require as per your experience, as per the service manual, as per by gathering data like vibration of the machine, heating up of the machine, sounds, abnormal sounds in the machine. These are. But in case of predictive maintenance, what you do, you use some sensitive instruments. Some sensitive instruments like your audio gauges, vibration analyzers, amplitude meters, pressure, temperature, resistance, strain gauges, which predicts the trouble before the equipment fail. Again, I can say this is a part of predictive maintenance. It comparatively a new maintenance techniques, and the makes the uses of human senses and other sensitive instruments such as audio gauges, vibration analyzers, amplitude meters, pressure, temperature, resistance, strain gauges, etc. to predict the trouble before equipment fails. Unusual sounds coming out of the Rotating equipments predict a coming trouble. An electric cable excessively hot at one point, at that point of time, your gaze will predict that trouble. That can be, I can say, that can be all installed in the machine, or you can do it manually also. That prediction part. Simple hand touch can point out many unusual equipment conditions and thus predicts our trouble. So by simply touching, as our skin is quite sensitive towards vibration, towards temperature change, those by simply touching, you can also say, or you can also determine few, or you can also predict few disturbances or few problems that are going to, that may go come in near future. Like suppose you, your bearing temperature, which should be in between 50 degrees centigrade. I'm giving an example, don't take it otherwise. Your bearing temperature that should be within 50 degrees centigrade. If you touch the bearing and you feel that your temperature is exceeding 50 degrees centigrade, you may not get the exact temperature what is by touching, but you will get the feeling that the temperature is getting higher than 50 degrees centigrade. At that point of time, you can predict what trouble is going to come. That means your machine needs some lubrication, or your bearing is getting damaged, or your bearing will damage in near future, so that you can plan a preventive maintenance. That is a prediction part of preventive maintenance, where you predict things, which is otherwise called as predictive maintenance. Right now, instead of hand, we are using different instruments. In predictive maintenance, equipment costs are measured periodically or on a condition basis that enables the maintenance means to take timely action, such as equipment adjustments of sometimes due to alignment problem. Also, your machine gets vibration, machine gets heating, so that if you do some adjustment to the alignment, so that it will be avoided. So these things can be also done. So what you do? Adjustment, repairs and overhauls. Predictive maintenance extend the service life of the equipment without a fear of failure. Without a fear of failure, it can be extend the service life. So with this, we have covered predictive maintenance, and hope you all have understood what is plant maintenance, what are the types of plant maintenance, breakdown maintenance, preventive maintenance, scheduled maintenance, and predictive maintenance. So I thank you all for attending the class.